Yeah, it was probably 30 years ago, so it's been a long time ago. I didn't check, but I think it was when I was around 30 years old. So
yeah, but your grandfather.
Yeah, so we there's some bias because it looks like he helped start it a year after he moved the company here. So he, like you, coming from outside, experience with United Way, I think he had it in Baltimore and immediately thought it would be something important here.
And the LaMotte family and the business have been steady and strong supporters of United Way for decades. So as we were looking for, our honorary chair for this year, we approached David, and he graciously agreed to. Of course, his wife is on the board, so I don't know whether that had any influence or not. One of the things that we've done over the last couple of years is we did a kind of a quick and dirty update of our strategic plan, and one of the 4 things that came up is communication, that we're kind of unknown in a lot of ways. I mean, some people know us well, but a lot of people don't know us well. We've had good support, but so it's a clear initiative to be more visible in the community, which hopefully will turn into more support for us so that we can help the community even more. So that leads to the campaign. Last year, and our year ends on August 31, we did meet our campaign goal, went slightly above. It was $210,000, and this year we've set a more aggressive goal of $225,000. And we think that's achievable because of our getting more notoriety and recognition. But we've picked up some greater partners. You mentioned Washington College. President Landgraf was the chairman of United Way Delaware in a past life. He's a major supporter of United Way, both personally and he has made it a mission to have the college be our largest contributor, which we also have Dixon Valve, which has been a long time large supporter of ours. So, we have 2 of them and other companies. LaMotte's been there. People's Bank has been a good supporter, and others, and we're trying to grow that as well. But why are we doing it? It's because, we see needs in the community, and our needs assessment identified those.
I mean, we had not been saying as much as we should have at LaMotte. We had payroll deductions set up, and we weren't explaining the United Way each year, and Glenn kind of reminded me this would be a good idea, and it makes a big difference when you remind people there's the United Way and it's important, and if we can get these other organizations doing it. It's the only organization that we do payroll deduction for, and we'll match dollar to dollar, and if we can get more organizations doing that, it is a somewhat painless way to get more people involved. So what helped me was I got indoctrinated by being on the board like 30 years ago, where I saw how earnest and serious the United Way is about ascertaining where's the greatest need in our community. And I had no idea they went to the extent they did. And so it makes it a lot easier for me personally and as an organization to give money to them, knowing that they're going to put it in the most important place. I mean, you can specify what agency you want to give to, but I have so much confidence in the United Way because I've seen how serious they are and earnest they are, and then they've done this needs study, which I think is a whole nother level of looking where things need to be addressed. So gives me a lot of confidence, and it's easy to talk to the employees. The need just isn't going away, and this Alice study is pretty stunning. What that disclosed, and close to 40% of the Kent County population is right on the edge. I, like many others, live in somewhat of a bubble. I'm so busy, work, family, that we don't really realize what so many of our neighbors are struggling with, and I think the United Way does a great job of paying attention to this and distributing these donations.
Yeah, the needs don't go down, and the generational poverty. You mentioned the Alice study. One of the things that we're doing right now is in kind of concert with Samaritan Group and Good Neighbor Fund. They're funding a program at a housing development outside of town for residents that are low income. It's a national program that's had success, and it's 12 weeks. and it's homework involved. There's some compensation to participate, to keep focused, keep the participants focused. But nationally, and I think we have, it's either 8 or 10 people that nationally they would say probably 40% is going to make a difference, and half of that a big difference. I'd be happy if we get one success out of 10 people, because that poverty goes, again, generational. It just goes on forever, and the cost to the community, plus their living, their ability to live. If we can break that for one family, it's a success. What we sometimes say in these employee meetings is, you know, if you just contribute 1 cup of coffee, equivalent dollars a week, it adds up.
Yeah.